welcome back to Mattolina News. I'm your host, Matto Vegas, known as Matt Vega, and today is our official news station. So what's going on in today's news? Today's news going on in Mattolina is Mattolina is evolving dramatically, and obviously thank you for joining us today. It is right now, the time right now is 5 o'clock. As recording this, technically 6 o'clock, rounded as recording this, whatever time it is, whatever time zone. And today we're going to start the presentation really well. And obviously today we're currently investing in technologies and overly involved in computers. We're currently investing in computers, CPUs, etc. We're working on a product that's revolutionary. We're currently investing in a metaverse. Our dream is to make our own metaverse, which is a very revolutionary product indeed. We're also making our own platform, our own 360 video content platform, which will be really amazing and pretty ridiculous and pretty cool. We're excited for the new platform, and it will be coming soon to retail soon. Otherwise, today is a very phenomenal day. Today is a revolutionary day where we invest in many beautiful things that may change us all. Obviously, for obvious reasons, it's a very revolutionary day, and it's beautiful how the fact we evolved dramatically. Today is the presentation of Mattolina West. So Mattolina West is a software where you can connect to many World Wide Web of the internet. Its operating system itself. Soon we will integrate Mattolina West to many integrations of the operating system, which is pretty beautiful indeed. Matter of fact, let's look at Mattolina West. Mattolina West is a system we can connect to the internet and get many beautiful things. We've released the Mattolina Development Kit. This here is the Mattolina Development Kit. It's a revolutionary product that you can do many things with, of course. You can develop games. You can develop many things. We'll be soon releasing this development kit by March 1st. So be on the lookout for the Mattolina Development Kit coming soon. It will be soon be open to the platform, of course open source, and be able to strive and make your own version of OS. You could even help developers get a development kit to be able to develop tools and stuff for Mattolina. Mattolina need help with the development. We've been a lone wolf for many years, and I realized that in order to be successful, you have to negotiate and socialize with the public. And I realized this has potential. Mattolina Development Kit will also expand upon the metaverse and make it open source where you can develop your own metaverse. We also will be working with developers to create a platform where you can create your own VRM, known as your virtual avatar, so you can connect to the metaverse. It's a platform we're working on. It will be released by March 1st. However, if not, we'll be delaying it to June 1st or August 14th for sure. We don't know when it's will be released, but it will be releasing soon. Okay, let's get back to the newsroom. Otherwise, though, it's been a phenomenal day in this presentation. And obviously, we're not done yet with this presentation. Obviously, you may wonder what we're gonna do next. What's the next innovation? What's the next innovation of this thing? And it obviously evolved dramatically, which is pretty impressive, you know. And it's be able to strive for success and be able to strive for many things, of course. But it's not always been easy for me as a consumer, because obviously things have evolved dramatically, and it's about time and making products right. Obviously, making products right to make it perform really well. Performance equals proper preparedness equals proper performance, of course. And realize that's the potential of this reality. This is Mattolinaverse. Mattolinaverse will be releasing soon. And Mattolinaverse we will talk more about it later on in the next presentation. But obviously, Mattolinaverse is a concept of making our own 360 VR platform. We're also working on our own YouTube platform where you can virtualize and create your own avatar. No censorship or anything. And it'll be very revolutionary. Now, let's switch to the release. On January 7th, we're releasing a new product. We're releasing a new development kit. We obviously released the Mattolina Operating System Development Kit, obviously. But we're releasing something else really revolutionary. Very revolutionary. Google, we're partnering with Google to evolve we're partnering with Google to work with the Google Cardboard. We know that Google Cardboard is not perfect, it's not the best production, but hear me out. Google Cardboard is a production line where we're working on to produce many beautiful things. We are tired of Facebook being a monopolization and being a monopoly over VR space. We want to improve the Google Cardboard, so we team up with Google to improve the better services for the Google Cardboard platform. As for me as a developer, I'm currently developing on the Google Cardboard platform. I believe it has potential, particularly in the low-end market of VR. We'll soon release more games for the VR platform. Like for instance, a VR game that we'll be releasing in the future, based on the metaverse. But the metaverse is a concept that we've been dreaming about. It has to be open source. It has to be not by one entity. It can't be closed source. It has to be open source. When will this release, you may wonder. But don't worry, we will start getting into development of this metaverse by January 7th. That's only if it gets big, and I really doubt, honestly. Because lately, they don't know what it is. If you see this presentation, great, awesome. But if you don't, I'm kind of lonely now. But otherwise, sorry about my personal details. Get back to the presentation. Pardon me. So what's the price point for this metaverse? Best part is free. We don't make money off of it. We make money off of the operating system. That's it. The operating system itself and the games. But the VR's experience, the metaverse, will be a free, open source platform. So what do I mean by free? Let's switch to the next slide. It's a free open source platform where you can use this as a VR headset. This is an example of Cardboard in its final state, but it's going to be even better than this. It's going to be basically a plastic device where you can connect your phone to it, provided you have a compatibility gyroscopic sensor where you can connect to your phone. You got play chats, and you can connect to the Mattolina network app, which is private, encrypted, and nobody can hack it. Just kidding, probably someone could hack it, obviously. But obvious reasons. Why would you choose us? Why, you may wonder, you choose us? Why? Why are all companies, not Nintendo, not Microsoft, not PlayStation, why would we choose us? And the reason why is we're releasing the source code so anybody can develop for it. Anybody. Provided you have quality standards and meet the qualification for the quality standards, called the Qualification Development Kit. This is a quality qualification that you have to verify your age, of course. You have to verify many of your things. Verify your identity. Verify many things. But we don't sell this data. We use it to benefit the developer and make it where the consumer have quality of the product. We do not want developers making shovelware, and shovelware is no toleration in this product. If we don't meet the standards, the product will be not released. We need a high quality standard, but at the same time, we will give you a decent development cycle. We will not rush the product. No product shall be rushed, and product shall be of quality and take its time, priority. Obviously, this is the concept. This is known as Project Card Nilsa Card. This is Project Nilsa Card, or Nilsa X. This is Project Nilsa X, and this project name and this project will be released once again in the future. It's coming soon in the future. We don't know. Maybe it's summer 2022. We don't know when. And obviously our company is not big enough to release a product, but through some donations and support, we can make this possible. Okay, let's get to the next slide. Obviously, let me get back to the main room. This is the development kit. Not development kit. This is a product we're working on. To be able to travel the world, the metaverse. Imagine this. You could travel to Japan like this. Actually, I'm in the newsroom, but let me hold up a second. You could travel to Japan like this. Magical place where it's very revolutionary. Where you could do many things like talk to people, socialize, negotiate, and relax in this world. This is the beautiful world VR, the metaverse. Coming, the Mattolina-verse. No, it's the Mattolina metaverse. Coming soon to your VR headset soon. We may even develop for Facebook, but we don't want to work with Facebook. We want to make our own platform. And that's our dream goal. That's our main goal, to make VR open source and compete against these competitions, Facebook, Google, and not really Google, but Google, etc., and other VR manufacturers. Despite the competition between Google and Facebook, we're still working with Google, of course, but instead making it open source, so anybody can make a platform for it. So it could be no one king in the room of VR. Because that's the problem. The problem is Facebook is a monopoly, and we don't need monopolies taking over what we could say and do on our VR headset. That's like basically the dystopia of VR and the metaverse. And I believe it has potential in this market, and I would donate to support open source technology and to prevent civilians from basically surveillance from people basically being spied on. Obviously, this VR headset, or known as the VR headset development kit, we will release on January 7th, and we will be starting to develop VR content for all platforms exclusively on our VR app that we will release, which is we team up together with the Metaverse AR VR app, where you can watch VR videos exclusively on that platform, because YouTube likes to censor stuff. So we made our own platform. We didn't make it, but we worked with a platform that allowed to negotiate and say whatever we want on that platform. That's the beauty of VR. And from now, it's pretty amazing, and we're working on with more exclusive content. But what about songs? What about music? What about the music? What about the music? The music will be open source, despite being copyrighted, of course. We still allow some use of it, but you have to ask permission, of course. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Obviously, let's go to the next part. Welcome. The next part we're going to talk about is the development, the history of development of our platform. Our platform, Mattolina, was founded in 2019, but it goes far back in 2002 and 2009, especially 2009. 2009 is the day where we bring back childhood, from the first age of dawn, when Matthew was a thing, and that is our founder. Our founder is give an honorary honor, a founder, to be able to be 19 years. It's been 19 years since the founder has been alive, and ever since then, in 2 more years, it'll be the 21 years since the founder has founded himself. Obviously, it's been 2 years since founded of Mattolina. Actually, it's been 2 years since the foundation founded of Mattolina. However, also in 2009, though, it's been an honor to be a part of the CEO of this company since 2019. But to be a founder as a company, I was swore to this company policy that I will swear to it that I will protect it at all costs and make it open for anybody to hit. I swore that I would not use this company for power and use it for efficiency and better the society. And that's the problem with most companies. And that's the problem with it. You know, it's a big problem with it. You know, it's a very big problem in the consumer base. And I feel like, you know, it's a big problem. You know, and the fact that consumers don't have choice is a big issue. Let's look at example A in this presentation. Example A. Let's look at this example right here. Now, obviously, this is a revolutionary presentation. I really like your support, and it's pretty amazing that you've been watching this. I'm glad you're watching this so far. It's pretty impressive. All right, switch the sides. Let's switch sides. Okay. Now, obviously, let's look at the lizard guide. This is Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg is one of the CEOs of Facebook. And here's the problem with this. He has the monopoly over the VR space. We need to make it open. We need to make a VR VR product or a metaverse where it's open and free of this nerd. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I hope I don't get sued for Facebook. I don't want to get banned. But otherwise, though, we're working with Google. We're working with open source alternative. Obviously, Google's technically closed source, but that's different. But we're negotiating and we're working on towards making this not the kingdom more. Because you know what? People love Facebook. They used to love Facebook until they found out they have data breaches. and security breaches. And that's really bad. That is bad. You don't want to lose any security over your product. That's really bad. Let's look at examples of it. Facebook security breaches. Let's look at that. Actually, let's look at let's just look at hacking. I'm just looking for the hacking thing, which is pretty impressive. But Facebook got hacked, and that's pretty bad. We need cybersecurity. We need experts in cybersecurity. And you may wonder, what's going on with our security? You mean, how does the security will work? And we don't know. We just can't. We do know. I'm just joking. We do know. And the security is going to be very encrypted. It's going to be very revolution. Let me fix that. Pardon me. Well, otherwise, look at the lizard. This is Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg, a product that could cause issue. Obviously, we're working on many situations. The product that you don't know. And for obvious reasons, this could be a problem. This is your problem. And yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty crazy how it works for obvious reasons. And it's crazy how it works. So, are we still recording? Hope we're still recording. Okay, we're still recording. That's good. But obvious reason, this is Zuckerberg. And the way we'll do with security is we make sure it's encrypted and revolutionary. We're not going to destroy data. We're not going to rip data off. We're not going to break data. We're not going not to say we'll get hacked. We may get hacked a few times, but security is going to be on point. Security will be on point, on par with the competitors. It's going to be very revolutionary security, which will not cause problems. So be aware of that. Also, we're not going to get we're hoping we don't get bought by a company. If we do, if some cases, I'll make sure the company stated that it better be open source and still be open source platform. But otherwise, I'm the CEO of this company, and we're going to strive for success. Obviously, we can't curse here because this is a presentation, and you gotta get your education. Next, let's get back to the studio, of course, because Zuckerberg is panicking right now with the security breaches and losing the hope of VR. So why were we doing this? We want to invest in many ways in VR, and VR is essential. Without VR, you probably cannot do anything. You'd probably be bored. You'd probably be in a dystopia of things. And that's the problem. We want to enhance the user experience and make sure that the user experience has a positive feedback of the receptacles in your mind. Your mind is pretty intelligent. Your mind's a tool. And we want to basically make it where it's very, very revolutionary and very presentable and very fun with entertainment and exploitable. Where we, as the exploitable of funness, will enhance the fun and make it beautiful. That's the beautiful of uniqueness. And I believe uniqueness will help it enhance the user base. I'm sorry I can't talk today. Pardon me. But otherwise, I used to cannot talk anything. I used to cannot pronounce anything wrong. I used to pronounce everything wrong, and my accent used to be terrible. I guess I'm Asian sometimes. Who knows? I don't know. I can't pronounce some words. Back to this presentation. But I used to not always present really well. I used to be a terrible presenter. And here today, as the founder of Mattolina, thank you for joining us with Mattolina LLC. That's our updates currently with our products. And despite me not being the best presenter in the world, I know that we have potential and growth. Through you, through donations, whatever it takes to get to the top. And even if we get to the top, make sure its platform is open and make sure Mattmonopoly is established. Mattmonopoly, the definition of the opposite of a monopoly, where it's open source for the platform. It's not a monopoly, to be clarified. It's a type of company where it's at the top, but it's open source, meaning any company could contribute to make a better, bigger platform for everyone and equally. It's the type of revolution that we're starting. Thank you for joining us today in this presentation. I hope you got a laugh with it. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to Japan, and I think that's going to do it for this presentation. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you later. I'll be going to sleep in Kyoto. Thank you for joining us live from Kyoto, Japan. I'll see you later today, and good night.